Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Strategic Mind, Spectre of Communism. After the Unity of Command and Bad Score 2 are done, we can now return to this game. We'll see for how long, but at the moment I'm looking forward to it. We can go for Trophy Committee here. All infantry units gain +2 soft attack because they get the STG-44 assault rifles. I think that's definitely worth it. It's probably the best one we can have. There's still Stalin's Falcons, airstrike, logistics that we can learn. That's about it. So I don't expect too many more great things.
I've heard you.
Okay, so there I need, I was thinking about the sound. Anyway, let's go for some upgrade here. Apparently, yeah, let's go for increased strength first. And see what kind of upgrading we can do after that. Oh. I just level up. Okay. Do I have all the heroes? Yeah. Just in case. I actually don't have that much artillery, interestingly enough. Wonder whether I should get more when I have the chance. I probably should. Interesting. Okay. 2378. Let's take a look at any potential upgrades. Upgrading it to 122p gives me 5 more soft attack, 1 less hard attack, 1 more movement, and a bit more defense. I mean, I guess the trade-off is probably worthwhile. Really? I mean, that's probably the change that I do want to make, though. I only have one recon. After the other one died, I guess I probably did not buy a new one. Okay, so I also want to take a look at equipment. But it seems that for most of these it's fine. There isn't that much like really good. They all have tank flamethrowers. No. I mean, not to be rude, but not having tank flamethrowers is just not good. Anyway, let's purchase another recon because I can. I really do want to have at least 2 recon. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe even a 3rd. And then I'll see whether I can buy more artillery for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might have 6, but I think I could go for 7th. It's just that I think recon at the moment might be a bit more important. And sure.
Incredibly, the Japanese are still holding out. The samurai are fighting Uncle Sam on sheer enthusiasm. This is a great pretext to grab a piece of the Far Eastern pie for the Soviet Union before the Americans take all of it for themselves. We don't want Tokyo, that's obvious, but mainland Asia. The Soviet Union must have its rightful presence there.
I agree.
I've heard you've already been to the Far East. The Japanese weren't able to give you much trouble last time. I don't think they'll succeed this time either. No matter how bravely they fought, all their resistance is meaningless. They have already lost. The Americans will deal with them without our help.
That's why it's so important we grab as much territory as possible. After our last mission, I don't think we really got a whole lot extra. No.
Comrade Stalin, we have uncovered very shameful facts about our Marshal Zhukov.
You have my attention, Beria.
My men have evidence that Zhukov's enthusiasm for war trophies has led to a giant criminal conspiracy for his personal benefit. We have proof that the supposed battlefield trophies Zhukov sent home actually were 70 valuable golden objects, 740 pieces of silverware, 30 kilograms of other silver items, 50 handmade tapestries, over 60 world-class paintings, more than 3,700 meters of silk, and 320 fur garments. And this is not an exhaustive list.
Huh. It seems our Marshal of Victory is infatuated with bourgeois materialism. This is, of course, despicable behavior for a Soviet citizen.
I recommend Zhukov be arrested at once and court-martialed. This will serve as a lesson to everyone.
Perhaps. But Zhukov is our best commander. Let him finish the Manchuria operation. We will deal with his greediness when the war is over.
Zhukov has betrayed communist ideals. The party must hold him accountable to it.
His guilt is indisputable. It seems his successes went to his head. He thinks he is a great captain. I call it Bonapartism. Well, Zhukov is a Soviet citizen like the rest of us. We will bring him back to Earth. Comrade Zhukov, I have always considered you the most talented of all Soviet marshals. Let me thank you for your commendable service.
I'm deeply touched, Comrade Stalin. It warms my heart that the years of my loyal service to the state have not gone unnoticed.
Our agents report that the United States is considering dropping atomic bombs on Japanese cities.
Well, if that bomb really works, then the Japanese will have no other choice but to surrender.
Then what happens after that? I am worried that our Anglo-Saxon allies will convert defeated Japan into a new ally against us. You have fought these Japanese. You can see we must eliminate them from the Asian continent.
Indeed, if the imperialists rearm Japan, they could attack the Soviet Union from the east.
That is why we must take Manchuria from the Japanese immediately. We must demonstrate to the Western countries the might of the Red Army in Asia.
Where's the reward? I thought someone was going to reward me. The reward is probably just going to be arrest, basically, after this mission.
Our Western allies believe that they can handle the Japanese without us. The situation is getting tense, Comrade Zhukov. Ideology, once again, is driving our decisions. You must conquer Manchuria and show the Americans the might of the Soviet Union. Maybe that will help make them more open to discussion.
Understood, Comrade Stalin. To control Manchuria, we must capture the following: Hailar, Halunarshan, Chichihar, Harbin, Baotsin, Suifenhe, Dunhuang, Chongzhen, Henan, Shenyang, Changchun, Lingdong, Chengde, and Tianjin.
Let me remind you that if you plan on assault crossing the Sungari River, the Japanese have a river flotilla that could give us real headaches.
Thankfully, we have ways to counter it. Our Amur military flotilla is at Blagoveshchensk. With its help, we can send their entire river flotilla to the bottom. Forward, comrades. It is time to pay the Japanese back for all their insults to us.
What insults? Anyway, basically, yeah, we have to get all the way down to Beijing there. It's interesting that we can actually take Beijing itself, except the railroad station. But oh well. I have half a mind not to deploy anything here, but keeping them on defense. Though I could split up my forces into 3 groups. The biggest problem is that basically I need to, like, these forces will have a hard time getting down there, I think. If I can strike up with these forces, I would barely even need any forces here. But this is a very small group. Basically, I'll be looking at a sweep like this. Here. And then doing a double push down along 2 lines. So basically, I would be using a strike force from here, sweeping over to this side with some potential forces from here. Something along those lines. They would have to cross at Ninjiang. But then these forces would then start moving south, having to go all the way here. Whereas there will be a slightly smaller group that will basically converge here and then strike everything down south over till Port Arthur and into Pyongyang, basically. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Let's take a look at those rail lines. That's running fine. Fine enough at least for one Panzerzug. And then another one is running through here, which allows me to deploy the second one there. Given that I have 5 AA units, and there's already one there. There are none here. So I'd be very inclined to deploy them like that. I need somewhat less artillery here. I have 2 Katyushas, so let's deploy one more artillery there. No, let's go for 2. Two infantry. Okay. Those guys will have to do. Then what kind of... They have devastating fire, sniper, terrain expert, first strike. Okay. Two artillery. I can only deploy 2 more units here. This T-44 is most certainly the weakest of the lot. So let's just get 2... yeah, let's get an IS-3 T-34 here. Then I do have 1 infantry placed. I should want to switch those. How is my artillery here? I only have 1 of these. So, in all honesty... Probably need 2 of them here. I already have a recon. Hmm. Let's deploy those. And let's do that. Deploy those air units. Now, as for my air units, I'm going to split them up into 2 groups. Of 4 planes on each side. So that, you know, we have quite a good overreach. If by some unfortunate case they attack in the center, at least I can allocate those forces wide accordingly. Okay, let's get started. That's fine. What I need is for them to lose Overwatch. And there is nothing else here. They still need another level, although the King's Tiger also needs that. Let's move up. Getting some info. Two 5. That's not great. Hmm. Two five is actually pretty weak. I should have attacked with these two. Probably wouldn't have helped that much. Even if they don't die now. They are so weak that it shouldn't matter too much. I mean, that has to be the play, right? And because there are mountains there, it's going to be very tough for them either way. There's no way they are going to get attacked in there. So I'll leave them there. Need to get rid of their Overwatch. And let's get them some decent experience. I'm surprised they're not at 17 yet. But that's fine. No more ammo. Those infantries are a little bit weird, but basically, I don't want to say I need to go around 10% per turn, but it's more like, especially in the day turns, it's around 8. If I do 8 per turn, I should be okay. Maybe slightly more. This is also an anti-tank. So for all intents and purposes, they're I don't know why. Like, this artillery is very weirdly placed. Yeah, so it needs to go. Huh. Interesting. Sure, they can move more, but my immediate problem is that infantry. How does that not constitute an overrun? So weird. That thing's gonna fire, do nothing. This will put it to 0 movement. Kinda gets it in danger. The nice thing about staying on this side of the river is that I have good defenses against whatever counterattack they may put on the first turn. I'm not inclined to get overly aggressive here. I can go back, yeah. So if they want to take this back, they can be my guests. Question is whether I want to move there potentially. Hmm. One other thing that's probably like the thing that worries me most is that they're gonna get a bunch of tanks in there and then attack them. So I guess I'll pull back with the elephant over to this position. These are all planes. Okay. This is tricky, but they'll likely attack. One, two, three. The thing is that ultimately I can probably hold quite well with these. So one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, or six. I need to be most wary of anti-tanks, but it doesn't seem like there are any. Do I get supplies in there? Yes, I do. Okay, I also have to know whether that's an anti-tank, because I'm probably gonna empty everything. Okay, so now getting the assault gun. Go after the anti-tank. that this is an artillery, but I cannot get in there. That's fine. I don't need to, but it's like I probably, let's see, this will put me to 1. I'll be getting another overrun, and well, I need to stay here. I'm getting supplies though, so that's good. At least these guys can dish out a bit. They're a bit troubled by these, but I don't really have any more space for them to fit. At least I got these guys down to 3 for the moment. Which is not that bad, but they have no ways anymore to attack. Moving you in here. Oh, they don't need to do that. Huh? Yeah, that would be neat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basically, I'm just... Yeah, let's move back. I'm basically just gambling that they will not be able to severely damage the assault gun from where they are, which I don't think is that bad of an assumption. I think the situation here might be a little bit trickier, so... For example, these guys still have their Overwatch. But they act as if it's not going to happen, which is very weird. Not quite sure how that works. But yeah, I can get some experience on the train. The problem with the Katyushas is that they their range is too small. So they don't really have too much to go on. And you're pretty far. Devastating fire, Overwatch. And first strike. Problem here is that I can't really reach these well enough, and that makes attacking there also difficult. I still want to take this over. Like, I don't think these are going to be such a big deal. I don't need to go in there. I don't think there's any real reason to. think though. At this point, I kind of want to keep these in Vladivostok. How much good will that do me? I don't think all that much. But one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Like, this draws away attention from my forces, so taking these bunkers is always so important during these games. It's really crazy at that. Like, it cannot be underestimated. Yeah, they can't overshoot on that. One, two, three, four, five. Huh. Surprised that they made it. These can stay here. Just like these. Yeah, I mean, they could go for that, but ultimately nothing I can do there. Did I? Oh, crud, I don't have any AA. Okay. They're probably gonna be in a world of hurt. Ah, crud. Damn it. Gunrage 1. There's also no way they can get there. Hmm. Oh, I thought it was the AA. Alright, as usual, that first turn is going to be the absolute worst in terms of planes. So here we go. Oof. Yeah. I really do wonder how much they can do against that infantry there. Okay, it's 5 non-lethal. It's not too bad. I don't even know what they attack down there. Huh. Okay. Oh. That artillery is doing quite a bit of damage against that infantry, which I'm actually a bit surprised about. Only 2 non-lethal. And they're out of ammo, unfortunately. I mean, they did cause quite a bit of damage. And I'll rescue them next turn, I suppose. Okay. The AI really is taking huge casualties. But my decision to hold there is pretty good. Huh. That's fine. They already attacked. I think next turn I might even be able to get all the way to 30%. 16 turns seems to be a lot if I can deal so much damage to the enemy tanks here. I'm not sure whether this is supposed to be an easy mission, but it almost feels like it. Almost.
Comrade Zhukov, our forces are being attacked by the Japanese kamikazes. Those madmen cram their planes with explosives and dive on our positions.
Our anti-aircraft units can't handle this threat?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I sent soldiers to question the locals about the Japanese air bases that could be the source of these kamikaze raids. We found 3.
Destroy them all, Comrade Rokossovsky. If the Japanese want to die so badly, we will help them.
Study, study, and once more study. Familiar words, Comrade Zhukov?
Of course, Comrade Beria. Every Soviet citizen knows that's what Comrade Lenin himself advised. If I recall correctly, he was talking about the art of warfare.
It's the principle, Comrade Zhukov. And right now, we have a unique opportunity to learn from the best. Have you heard about Japan's Unit 731?
Can't say I have, Comrade Beria.
Uh-oh.
It's a special detachment within the Japanese military devoted to the development of biological weapons. Most of their experiments have been conducted on the Chinese territory. And as it happens, I have information about the exact location of their main base.
You want me to capture it?
Not just capture it, but do that as quickly as possible. It's not just us that are interested in Unit 731, Comrade Zhukov. The Americans also want to grab that unit's research materials and prototypes. You have to move quickly, so that those biological weapons wind up in our hands. And don't even think of shelling that base. We need it intact.
Consider it done. We're very close either way. That shouldn't really give any problems. I mean, again, considering that I'm already at 13% after one turn, and so many of the enemy's units are poised to strike here, to die here. I almost wonder whether there's something else going on. And it kind of sounds stupid, but it's almost too easy, given by what we've seen so far. But we'll figure that out in the next episode. For now, I want to thank you for watching. Do hope you enjoyed this. Tactical bomber. Huh? Tactical. Is this a tactical bomber? No. Did they bomb my airfield? Damage to a tactical bomber. Oh crud, they did. Oh gee. What is shell it with artillery? Yeah, they did with that. Oh crud. Wow. Yeah, okay, wow. Well, I have to shut that down. Oof. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.